Welcome to Donmar TV News Channel.
So all of the vaccines that we are purchasing is based on the parameters that's set forth by the vaccine expert panel headed by also with the DOC. Maybe we can have Sir Jaime.
Before any, Mr. Just a follow up on that point. But that is not what the the presentation earlier was saying, that it has to go through HTAC because that is the procedure. Now the IATF Vaccinsar is saying there are some limitations to that, and therefore we will just go through the vaccine experts. Ganun ba yun? What does the law say? And does it require, as earlier manifested by Senator Recto and confirmed by one of the expert doctors, that it has to go through HTAC?
Yes, you're right, Mr. Chairman. The HTAC is a mandate under the Universal Healthcare Law, and the vaccines will have to be assessed by the HTAC in terms of its cost efficiency. But they can only do that once the FDA has already made a pass of those vaccines. Meaning, kung meron na po silang EUA, then the HTAC will also make an assessment just to ensure that all bases are covered.
Yes, correct. And the reason for that is we're using government money. Right? And sila yung scientists, sila din yung medical experts natin na sigurado safe, effective, at cost efficient.
And therefore, can we reiterate the point earlier raised and the question raised? If that is the manifestation of the Secretary of Health, that they will have to pass through HTAC, can we get the assurance from the IATF Vaccinsar that we will we will have HTAC pass through or come up with its recommendations on the vaccines in terms of cost efficiency and other concerns?
Go ahead, Secretary Valdez. Sir, actually, sir, wala tayong sir. Actually, during the time that we are selecting the vaccine, we request the HTAC because we follow the procedures. That the HTAC has a hand on the recommendations of the vaccines. That's why the BEP and the HTAC have presented all the vaccine that have been presented, that I have presented, and it's been clear to them. But if the HTAC will recommend after the EUA has been published by FDA, we will be in the tail end. That's why we decided that the recommendation of the BEP, being the vaccine expert panel, had been withheld, had been hold. Maybe Sir Jimmy can attest to that.
Mr. President, my suggestion is that, your expert panel sa vaccine, chances are may mga miyembro dyan din na HTAC, palagay ko eh. Just let them all work together with FDA. Diba? That's the point eh. Okay? Para hindi mangyari ulit yung Devaxia, kaya natin nilagay sa batas yan eh. Okay? At the same time, free from political interference dapat yan. Diba?
Yeah, that's right, sir. That's right. So maybe we can have Chef Jimmy Montoya to explain everything that had transpired during the meeting.
Dr. Montoya, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Your Honors. Just to reiterate what has already been mentioned, the normal process really is for the HTAC to review a technology before it can be bought by using government funds. It has to give a positive approval after the issuance of the FDA of the required approval. Now, in this particular event, because of the public health emergency under the EUA setting, Secretary Galvez already agreed that we have to have the two groups meet so that even if, strictly speaking, the reviews will only be done once the EUA is issued, they've already been given prior papers so that they can already start the review process for the cost, so that when the BEP issues a recommendation, it's like the recommendation of the HTAC is also there.
Correct.
Thank you.
So final lang on this issue lang, ano? Okay. I'll put it this way. Remember, the reason why I brought this up is, as I mentioned kanina, the vaccine now is being politicized kasi people are thinking, uy, pinipilit yung Chinese vaccine kahit below 50% yung effective rate niya. Okay? Pero pag sinabi ng HTAC na okay yan, palagay ko, maniniwala yung taong bayan. Okay? Basta free from political interference yan. Because they are our medical experts and our scientists. Okay? That's the point. And it protects the executive and the national government. So that's the point I'm trying to raise, manifesting. Okay? Basta't nandyan yung HTAC, mas maliwanag. Can you imagine a situation, Mr. President? Bumili tayo ng vaccine. Gusto natin inoculate 70 million. Okay? Tapos sabi ng HTAC, hindi dapat ginamit yung brand na yan. Eh di kagulo. Eh kung lahat sila nagsabi tama yan, eh di walang problema. Mabuti pinag-uusapan natin ngayon yan para dumating ang panahon, nandyan na yung vaccine, walang magre-reklamong scientist, medical expert na sasabihin sa tao, wag niyong gagamitin yan. So that's the manifestation, the final remarks that I make.
All right.
Thank you,
And
Mr.
it's
President.
very clear, Secretary Galvez. Just say yes and do it.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir,
You don't
we are
need to
doing it.
explain. The manifestation of the President pro tem is clear.
Yes, sir,
And,
absolutely.
there is a reason that hearings like this will aid us in doing this better. All right?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, we are doing it during our deliberation for the vaccine before we will procure it. I called Yusek Bergere that we have to meet with the staff because timing is in the essence. So we will meet so that the recommendation of the BEP will be deliberated by the staff because I know the importance of the staff in terms of the universal healthcare system.
All right.
And then the recommendation of the Senator Recto is well taken, sir. We are doing it already, sir.
Very good. And then inform the people right away. All right. The
Mr.
public
President,
is worried.
ano lang po, just some update. I was told by the HTAC that they are actually already studying yung Pfizer since lumabas na yung EUA, and they will be coming up with the recommendations by Wednesday. And then as the vaccines come out, magka-EUA, lahat po i-assess nila.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
Kaya inuna nila. They're asking why inuna raw yung Pfizer because sila yung may EUA na. Ang ibig nyo sabihin kanina is kung sino may EUA na, yun yung iniitang na HTAC. Correct?
Opo,
Yun ang
kasi
prioritize nila.
useless naman sila mag-assess ng
Useless
walang
review,
EUA.
wala naman kayong approval.
Opo.
Ganon. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Recto. We now proceed to recognize Senator Drilon, the minority leader. You have 10 minutes.
Mr.
Senator
President,
Drilon.
what happened to my slot?
Oh, you gave it up earlier to Senator Recto.
No, Mr. President, kasi under the hierarchy, Mr. President, of officers, the Senate President is above the majority floor leader and then the minority floor leader. Yan po yung nasa listahan ko po, Mr. Senate President. Nagulat ako.
No. Actually,
apologies, Senator Drilon.
in my list, you're number one because you logged in ahead. But you gave it up to Senator Recto, and then I thought you were going to give it up to the minority leader before I recognize you. But if you want to be recognized now, you
Yes,
are.
sir. It's only going to take 5
priority.
minutes, Mr. President. Yeah, it's only going to take 5
All right,
minutes.
go ahead, Senator Sabiri.
permission
The
of the
majority
minority
leader is
leader.
recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The minority leader.
Mr. President,
I'm sorry, the minor. In contrast to what Senator Lacson is saying right now, that the minority leader is above the majority leader. That's not true. It's majority leader is recognized. Senator Zubiri.
Thank you. Although I defer many times to the minority floor leader because of his wisdom and his experience. Mr.
But
President,
not this time. Huh?
no, mine is very quick, Mr. President, because it's very, very important. I think at the end of the meeting, something can come out of it. Mr. President, I will no longer discuss the issues on efficacy. It's been discussed thoroughly on the first hearing as well as this hearing, and I'm glad that everyone, including Secretary Galvez and all our panel of experts, including Secretary Duque, has already agreed that we will wait for the final emergency use authorization given by the FDA before they actually purchase, buy, or order these particular items, these vaccines. So we thank them for that. And I'd like to also congratulate the FDA. I messaged Dr. Domingo last night, and I said thank you for the quick action on Pfizer. And according to him, there are 2 more in the pipeline, which is AstraZeneca and Gamaleya of Russia. So hopefully those will also be able to get emergency use authority as well. So we could set that aside. We'll just wait for the expert panel to decide which one would be the best for our Filipino brothers and sisters. Yung akin lang siguro, Mr. President, this is on the LGU procurement. May I direct my question to Secretary Galvez? Secretary Galvez, yesterday I had a chance to speak to the British ambassador, Ambassador Bruce, and we were able to find out that, of course, the British government is also assisting in the deployment of AstraZeneca all over the world. And he confirmed, we discussed 2 topics, Secretary, that are close to your heart. One was, of course, the vaccines, and the other was about Bangsamoro, but that's another story.